Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Open Book Entrepreneur. I am thrilled that we have Brittany here with us from Michigan, and she's a real estate agent and also a TV show host. Amazing story. And Brittany, please introduce yourself to our audience.
I'm Brittany Racine. I live just outside of Detroit, Michigan. I have been a real estate agent for 12 years now, and I just started as a TV show host for an Emmy-nominated TV show. It's called The American Dream, and it is based on lifestyle and real estate across the US. I'm obviously in Michigan, so it's been an opportunity for me to travel the state and kind of connect with different business owners, showcase local businesses, interview owners, tour the businesses, and then also show a house during the episode as well. So it's been a really good opportunity to just expand my network and build my real estate career from kind of a different approach.
Definitely. And what inspired you to actually start this business?
The real estate or the show?
The show, yeah.
So the show actually reached out to me. So I didn't seek the show. They found me just through all my social media marketing for real estate.
Nice, nice. And then what inspired you to originally start being a real estate agent?
So I actually work with my mom on a team. There's just two of us, and she's been doing it for about 18, 19 years. And when I got pregnant with my son, she was so busy that she asked if I would get licensed and start working with her, just kind of for like the flexibility for having my son. And daycare is super expensive. And at the time, the economy was just really bad. So it was hard to have a flexible schedule, but also like the affordability of daycare was just insane. So I got licensed with her back in 2013 and right when I had my son. So that's kind of how I got into it. I was like, I'm just gonna give it a try, see how it goes, see if I like it. I love it, and I've been able to really grow it a lot more now that my kids are older and they're in school. And I went through a divorce 6 years ago, which kind of sucked a lot of time out of like those few years. But now that that's behind me and the kids are in school, I've had a couple of years to really focus on building it through social media and just in the area that I'm in right now, just by networking and like knowing a lot of people within this area. So I actually love it. And it's so much fun. And I feel like it fits my personality and it fits my family needs. So that's really how it started.
Excellent. And what do you love about it?
I feel like saying I'm such a people person is such a weird term that a lot of people use, but I really am. I love helping people find their house. I like helping them envision how they can make it into something that they want, how they can capitalize on it. Because a lot of people don't have that creative mindset where they can go in and visualize something, which is one of my favorite things to do. And I've done flip houses and renovated my own house, three different houses. So I see the potential in a house that a lot of people can't see. And I love kind of bringing that to light with them. And I love listing houses. I think it's so fun to just bring a creative aspect to it and making videos and kind of staging it to make it packaged properly for people to overbid on it and obviously make more money for the client. So yeah, I love just building relationships with them and just being creative with designing it and I don't know, staging it so that it's everything that they want.
And what's been one of the biggest successes in your business career so far?
I had one about 2 months ago, and it was a house that was up in Traverse City, which is like 4 hours away from where I live. I don't even work up there really. And I listed the house for $1.6 million on like at like 9 o'clock at night. And I had somebody write a full price offer within 12 hours. Like emailed me from Colorado, so from a different state. She never came to the house and saw it at all. So I ended up getting basically a $3.2 million sale because I had both sides of the deal overnight.
Wow.
So that was like amazing.
Yeah, yeah. All right. That's congratulations on that. Yeah, absolutely. And
Thanks.
then, in terms of your business and your career, what's your sort of plan for next 3 to 5 years?
3 to 5 years that's hard to say. I mean, I definitely see myself still doing real estate and expanding on that. I have a lot of like, I want to say side opportunities kind of stirring right now that I'm just watering to see where they go. Through the TV show and just all like the online marketing that I've been doing, I've had a lot of opportunities from local business owners who have just wanted to collaborate with me and do social media marketing and kind of like expose my network to them and theirs to me. So it's been kind of a weird side partnership with a lot of businesses that aren't even necessarily related to real estate. It kind of started, I was doing a lot with this interior designer that's local here where I live, and me and her have been doing stuff together for probably about 6 months now, but other people have seen that, and we have a lot of common friends just because we're both moms in the same area. So I've had a lot of other opportunities from just businesses being like, hey, we want to do that with you too, even if they're not real estate related. I did one on Tuesday that was a golf simulator company. So, which I mean, I guess it's a golf simulator company where you could put the golf simulator in your home. So, sort of relates to real estate, but also doesn't at all. So, it's just been, I kind of have a lot of other side things going on that I'm seeing where that's going to fall into place, whether it's going to be some other type of consulting or marketing or coaching people how to build their business. I don't really know what that's going to land into, but I think that's kind of going to all come streamlined hopefully in the next year or so.
Nice. And then in terms of, because this show is called Open Book Entrepreneur, and we're talking about all the good things, all the bad things that are
Mhm.
happening in the business as well. And then also some of the tips. What kind of tips you can actually share with our audience in terms of running their own business and sort of having all these opportunities, but deciding the good ones and the right ones for them?
I think the biggest thing for me has just been listening to my own self and making my own decisions and not asking for everybody else's opinion on whether it's an opportunity or whatever decision it is that you're trying to make for your business. I definitely think listening to your gut, going with your own intuition, and not worrying if somebody else thinks it's a bad idea necessarily. Obviously, if the numbers don't add up, that's a big sign. But not doing everything the same way everybody else is doing. Because I think in a lot of industries, this is how they do it, and all the other real estate agents do it this way, and all the other clothing stores do it this way, or whatever it is the industry that you're in is they're all kind of doing it the same way. Do it your way. So even if it's not the same way that everybody else is doing, it's going to be different. It's going to stand out different, and it's going to be more authentic, and people can totally read authenticity. And I think that's been huge for me for sure, especially with the designing and like now I'm doing clothes, and it's just like every different facet of who I am. Like I am my own brand instead of I am a piece of whatever my brokerage is that's just doing the same thing everybody else is, but a different person in that. I think being your own brand and showcasing who you are as a person makes people connect with you, makes them trust you, and that way you don't have to follow somebody else's plan for how it worked for them. You kind of make your own.
Totally, yeah, 100% agree with this. And yeah, so if someone wants to actually get in touch with you, find out a little bit more about what you do and how they can do that.
I'm on Instagram at Brittany Racine underscore, and then I'm on Facebook just at Brittany Racine, and then I'm on TikTok at Brittany Racine 643,
Okay,
which I'm not as good at TikTok. So Instagram's really my go-to.
okay, excellent. And then also, before we close the show, like, is there something that I didn't ask you that you would like to actually share with our audience?
I think a lot of people get stuck on something and they try to make something work that's just not working, but they don't want to give up. But sometimes you have to pivot what you're doing and kind of make a separate plan. If you're set on something, you should do it, but it's not always the way that you planned on getting there. That's how you get there. It's like I would never be able to know that I was going to have a TV show and plan out last year, okay, I'm going to do this step, this step, this step, and then I'm going to get a TV show. I didn't even know the TV show existed. I just started doing what I knew I needed to do to grow my business, and then other things kind of align. So I think just doing the next right step and keep working towards the goal every single day, different opportunities come in line with you instead of having a specific plan. There's always a pivot, there's always a shift. A lot of times there's a redirect, and sometimes that's actually the best thing.
Wonderful. Yeah, definitely. Thank you for sharing that. And thank you all for listening and watching to this episode. And Brittany, see you soon. And everyone else, like, please comment, like, and see you in the next episode.
Thank you.